What up, though? Welcome back to my 75 hard journey. It's time for our week 5 update and check in. Okay, so to start it off, I do have to say I messed up a little bit. I forgot today was check-in day when I woke up and I ate a salad. It's not crazy, but I don't want to do my measurements after eating. I usually do them before I eat, so I'm gonna wait until tomorrow to do my measurements. However, I did weigh myself before I ate, and my grand total weight right now, after 35 days, 35 grueling days of 75 hard, is 276. 276, y'all. 276. I've been using this app. It's in kilograms right now, so I don't know why, but it's in kilograms right now. But I bought a new scale. I might have told y'all about that last time, and I've been going down, as you can see here. It tells you my fat percentage and all that good stuff, but went down to 276 point something. So yes, the short answer is yes. Week 5 of 75 hard was successful. So I'm happy about that. I can't believe we are a little more than halfway through. I don't want to say already because it's been a journey, but it is moving fairly quickly, I must say. Where to start? So this week, if you guys have been keeping up, this week I started a new job. I started a full-time job for the first time in over 10 years. First time in over 10 years I worked a 40-hour work week at a actual employer. If you're brand new here, I've been doing music full-time as a songwriter for the last 10 years. And I was ready to get a job so I could have a little more stability and a little bit more flexibility with my creativity. So I got a job as a technical support, and I started this past week. So I was a little nervous about how that was going to switch in my routine. But the first few days, I still went to the gym in the morning, woke up at 6:30 in the morning, was in the gym by 7, was out, and I would do my walks at the end of the day too. So I've been actually still sticking to it. And the routine of the job has actually helped me in staying disciplined, because now I know exactly where I'm gonna be at what time from 9 to 6 every day. And I can really focus my energy on, just making sure I make the gym and making sure I keep my routine that I've created afloat. So that's what I did. I will say, for some of you guys, are always, when you get into workout routines and fitness changes and whatnot, diet changes, you kind of go hard. But I did eat Waffle House 4 out of 5 days this week. Now the catch is what I ordered from Waffle House. They have a protein bowl that is Fiesta chicken, basically grilled chicken. It's eggs and cheese and onions. So that's what I ate 4 out of 5 days, because it's 60 grams of protein, which is extremely hard to find 60 grams of protein with no carbs or super low carbs for any other place that you can go to get fast food or quick food for lunch. But that worked for me, and it was only $11 to $12 depending on if you got an extra egg or not. So I ate that 4 out of 5 times this week, and judging from my results, I think that it was a sufficient meal. So I was happy with that. It tastes good too. I love eggs, I love chicken, I love cheese, and I like onions, so it worked. So that's what I ate majority of the week. The other day out of that week, I went and bought a little healthy choice, little refrigerated frozen dinner, and I had that for lunch, and that was that. So guys, I want to talk a little bit more in depth about kind of what I've been doing. Now, mind you, I am no expert. I'm not a doctor. I'm not certified or anything like that. I'm just a military veteran that tries to lock in his discipline and, does what works for me. And what works for me is staying active, walking, working out, intermittent fasting. So not eating after certain windows, and a variation of 1 meal a day. So I kind of eat one fairly decent sized meal, and then I kind of snack from my other little lightweight meals, which is usually a protein shake or grapes, apples, stuff like that. So I eat primarily one big meal, and if I get like a little craving, then I'll snack a little bit. But that's what I've been doing. And then in terms of the nutrition aspect, and then in terms of the working out, I usually every day I'm getting in usually at least 30-minute walk, at least a mile walk, or more. And that's kind of the basis of my workout program. Now, I do want to say, although I've been on this for 35 days straight, I don't be wanting to go to the gym all the time. I really don't, especially when it's time to actually go. Like, I might look forward to it at some points, but going to the gym and working out and doing stuff like that is not always yay. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's, I don't feel like going. Like, I'm walking into the gym yawning, all types of stuff. So I want to, just say this for some of my homies and friends and people who are watching that, you're not really motivated. It's not always about the motivation. I think sometimes what's key is the discipline over the inspiration and the motivation, because you're not always going to be motivated, but you got to stay disciplined, right? And one thing I think that is important when you're trying to get on a diet, sometimes you'll get on that diet where you start doing going through the motions prematurely. And what that means to me is you will know that you want to lose weight. You'll know that you need to lose weight. So you will try and kind of force yourself in there, but you're not there mentally, right? You're not all the way there. You kind of like, let me just tip my feet in the water, but you're not diving in the pool of weight loss and fitness and healthy, whatever the case may be. And I struggle with that as well. It took me quite a bit to kind of get back into the swing of things, and I would try and force it, try to work out, but my heart wasn't really in it yet. And what has to happen, I think, is you have to reach a level of frustration that makes you have to lock in. You have to look at yourself like, if I don't do this, I'll literally die. Like, and I'm as cutthroat as that with myself. And to be honest, I feel that way. I feel if I don't get my things in order, if I don't lock in, then I will die, period. And also, again, the frustration aspect. When if you really want to get frustrated with how you look, just have somebody else that's not you take a video of you. Because people who take videos of you, or pictures, but especially videos, they go get an angle that you didn't see, you never saw, and you go look at yourself, you go be like, nah. That's usually a surefire way to kind of get into that space of being overly frustrated to the point to where it's like, nah, I'm doing this because I don't want to look like that. I don't like how that looks. And is that how y'all see me? Oh, hell nah. Because I don't usually see myself that way. Something about other people's cameras got a way of just bringing out not the worst of your shape, but it just the worst angle possible. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's very, very important to recognize that if it's hard for you to get locked in, you probably haven't reached a point of frustration that is undeniable to your own brain, right? And that's important. So have somebody else take a video or look at yourself. Don't be afraid to look at yourself. Don't be afraid to step on a scale and face that accountability, because sometimes that's what you need to really hit that place to where mentally you are locked in. Because if you're not mentally locked in and you're just doing it because I just want to lose weight or people tell me to do it, woo woo, you might not have the same you won't have the same energy about approaching what needs to be done. So that's that. I had obviously went through that exact thing, saw myself in the video, and I was like, ooh, okay. And yeah, and I've been going from there. And that's kind of what helped me really get to the place to where I'm like, all right, all bets are off. I am not stopping this. I am getting back to where I need to be. So just want to throw that out there for everybody who is attempting to kickstart their own weight loss journey. I think that'll help. Let me know if it does. Okay. All right. So let's get into what could potentially break me for this 75-hour journey. Monday through Friday, great. Went to work, came back, locked in, et cetera, et cetera. Saturday, yesterday, I get in the car, my car does not start. I'm like, oh, no. Not right now when I'm just about to start a new gig, I just had week 1, and you mean to tell me my car is not starting? So I spent like 30 minutes, car would not turn over, would not crank over, and I got to go back to work on Monday. So I'm shitting bullets, you know what I'm saying? I'm obviously frustrated, disappointed, but you know, in these moments, I got to keep my not only mental discipline, but my spiritual discipline. And this is an opportunity for me to lay my burdens at God's feet, because to be honest, I can't do much about them anyway, truthfully. I really have no choice but to put all my trust and faith into God to help to figure this situation out and keep me safe, for real. But I'm not gonna lie, it took some hours, and I was really broken down, because I've had a very survival-based life, if I'm being completely honest with you. I chased my dreams. I wanted to do what I wanted to do for a living, for a passion, which was music, and I went 100% into it. And it didn't look like what I thought it would look like. It didn't look like what it looked like from the outside. I definitely had a lot of great times, but I'm also not in the place where I would have thought I would have been after X amount of time in the music industry. So I've been in a bit of survival mode for as long as I can remember, to be honest, really since I was, in the military. I was 19 when I went to the military, and I've just been surviving ever since. And I've been disciplined to try and turn the survival into freedom. And what happens is, when something like a car breakdown happens or some random emergency, even if you are positive all the time, when one of those things happen, it kind of brings everything that you fighting against to the surface. So like the car happens, and then it's like, man, everything has been going wrong for so long, and it just kind of brings everything to the forefront, even more so than just the car. All the struggles, all the bills that you got to go through, all the nonstop, just everything. It brings it all to the front. So I definitely I struggled a bit yesterday. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't mess up my diet or anything, but mentally I was in shambles. And I woke up with a fresh renewed energy, mind on Jesus. And, that's part of what I've been working on this journey too. I've been reading my Bible daily for the last 35 days. And I've always been a very faith-filled person. That's how I was able to chase this dream for so long in the first place. But when things stop looking like how you thought they would look, it can get hard to stay, to stay locked in spiritually too. So that's something I've also been working on. And I just wanted to be transparent about that, because now I can't drive to the gym. So I'm going to have to really lock in on my boxing. And that's something I've been doing this week too, by the way. I forgot to mention that. I've been boxing a lot. I've been hitting the bag. I've been training boxing wise a lot more the last 2 weeks, especially this last week though. I've been really taking that serious, and I don't know what's going on with my car right now. I'm gonna try to get it fixed today, but as of right now, if I can't go to the gym, I'm just gonna have to box, and which is cool because I enjoy boxing. It's fun, and I enjoy getting better at it, and I enjoy the results from it. It's actually a pretty high intensity workout. So if that's the case, then so be it. I'll run with it from there. But yeah, right now I cannot go to the gym. So the last 2 days I have not got my walks in, and I'm more so nervous that I don't want to break the routine and the discipline that I've started to create, because you can't slow up just because you've built something. Just because it's starting to work, you can't slow down. You really have to keep that same routine and same consistency. So I'm a little nervous about that, but I am mentally locked in. I see that I'm 36 days out of 75. Today's day 36 out of 75. So I'm halfway there. So I can't stop now. I got to post these videos so I can stay accountable to myself. And I got to prove to myself that I can do this. I've done it before, and I want to do it at a whole nother level this time. So I'm going to try my best to stay locked in. And hopefully this time next week, y'all get another video and we'll be down even more. Right now I'm at 276. My goal is to get at least 2 to 3 pounds this week, and a bunch of inches off of the waist and abdomen. Nothing particular per se, but I just want to keep going down and looking better. So here is how we looking so far, guys. And I did eat today. My goofy ass. I should have. That's how I see my routine has stopped, and now I'm already acting different. I'm already forgetting how I've been moving this whole time. I know I'm supposed to eat after I do my check-in video, but I just completely forgot. I really did. So I don't feel quite as slender as I have been, but it's coming together. And I did, like I said, weigh myself, and it was down. So there's that. And yeah, that's the update for this week, man. I'm still at it, but challenges have arisen. Challenges have arisen. But we still locked in, and I'm looking forward to seeing y'all next week with new updates and new results and new success. If y'all are watching, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Please leave a comment, like, talk to me. If you in it with me, let me know. And I'll be here for y'all accountability partners as well. And otherwise, we'll see y'all next week, man. Stay locked in.